How to be attractive. That's the video today. And guys, let me just be completely honest. Today, I was really perplexed a bit when it came to this video, because I'm like, what is it that the people want, right? Like, do you guys want me to be more educational? Do you enjoy these chats? And it kind of just all segued into itself. Not really to give excuses, right, but rather reasons. For example, today at lunch, it was a funny situation. I was already a bit late running to lunch, and I came in and there was a group, so I had to wait even longer to get my food. And what does that have to do with being attractive? Well, the thing is, in those moments, right, when I'm waiting for food, when I can't get exactly what I want right then and there, you become a more attractive person because you're strengthening yourself internally. And that's what matters. I actually, guys, I guess I'm quite a perfectionist in that way, but I searched up videos on how to be attractive. Not even to look for information, because gratefully I have gotten a lot of that through just my own lived experience, but rather to see how do people convey it to everyone. And everything's kind of the same. It's all, spoken, oh, this is what you do, but it's all focused on the same things, man. It's all physical attraction. That's what people focus on. That's what all seems to matter. And I'll be honest, we're going to cover that, but that's the least important of all of the variables to being an attractive individual. So guys, let's go. Hope you're all doing well. It's always a pleasure to be able to record these, and I really hope that whenever you watch this, whether that be now, whether that be in a year, 5 years, 10 years, whenever it may be, I really hope that you connect with what it is that I am saying. And I try my absolute best to convey everything that I'm saying with absolute truth and nothing but truth. And I'm going to give you guys kind of a backstory as to what it is to be someone who may not be attractive, at least they feel that way, and someone who is. So before we go, guys, with my own experience in this topic, I remember periods where I didn't feel very attractive within myself. When I had injuries, I wasn't able to play sports. I was gaining a lot of weight. My skin quality was very bad. At that time, I was literally losing hair due to the amount of stress that I was under. And sure, right, you attract people around you, but I didn't feel that. And so how that segues into where we're going now is attraction is something internal. Look, you guys and gals wouldn't believe me if I told you the amount of handsome men that you would say are super handsome who aren't really deemed as attractive suitors for partners in this world. I used to be in that circle when that was my fixation. And the thing with that internal feeling of, man, I'm attractive physically, and other people may see that, but when it's actually time for a relationship, I'm not attractive. And so then you say, well, what's the point of being so physically attractive. If it's time now to have a partner and to be with her and to be together, you don't find me attractive. What would be the point there? Like, what is the point? I'm curious as to know. Because guys, don't fall into that game thinking, oh, you need to looks max, you need to do this. No, you don't. Any man with security or anything like that would have the partner that the looks maxer is aspiring to have before the looks maxer, right? And vice versa with the ladies alike. And the idea isn't of this video to go onto some red pill tangent. It's just these things are all related. Because what do you want to be attractive for? Is it all romantic? Is all your attraction and wanting to be attractive, is it a romantic thing? Okay. I'll tell you this. From what I've known, being around some of the most beautiful women, knowing them in my family, my mom, who literally could have been a Miss Universe of her country, Colombia. From what I've learned, is security is what wins. When it comes to dating, security is what wins. Not anything else. That, are you a man that is comfortable within your own skin, regardless of what it is that is occurring? Are you that person? Because that is what wins. That is what I, let's say, right, I'm putting myself in the position of a lady. That is what I want to be with. Because what does security show me? It shows me that you are an individual and you are a man that can procreate and can carry my children. And this is the thing, guys, that gets lost in society today. Because what do you see? You see some NBA player, you see some very attractive person, they get with another very attractive person, and then they divorce every single time. Every single time. Oh, look at this guy, he has the money, he has the looks. Why do they leave them? And they get cheated on a lot of the times by someone who may not be as successful, may not be as attractive, or anything like that. Why do we believe that is the case? Well, the reason that that is the case is because they offer what the person cannot bring, and that is masculinity, that is comfort, that is knowing that I am safe to be me, to be a lady. That's what I want to be. I want to be in that energy, just as I, a man, want to feel like a man. I want to lead. You know, I want to give direction and create order, right, in a healthy way. That's what I want to do. And a lady wants to be led. She wants to be in her feminine energy, and she wants to really convey that energy in whatever sphere she is in. So, yeah. Now we really go back to these because it's important, guys. And if you are able to really write these down, I know we're chatting here, but we can learn from every chat that we're in. So the number one thing is internal strength. And so how do we build internal strength? A la the example that I gave today, right? It's a small thing. And for someone else, right, who may have grown up in more impoverished circumstances, what I'm describing may not be as difficult for them, right? They may have something else that was more difficult. Maybe handling a conversation about whether or not they have a baby. Whereas for me, right, when I'm hungry and I'm not able to eat and I have to function and do these things, that can be more difficult for me because I'm not used to being in that feeling in that way when it comes to food, right, and a different thing. So in those moments, right, I was there and I kind of felt a little dizzy, like, oh man, I don't want to pass out, all these things, you know, people are around me. It's an absolutely crowded cafeteria today right now. Oh, today, of course, is the time that I have to make a line. And so you have two options. You know, the weak man is going to sit there, is going to complain, is going to make a fuss about it. Is going to fight the feeling, fight that feeling of hunger, that feeling of being in pain and discomfort. That's what a weak man will do. But the strong man is going to understand that I'm literally having an opportunity to mold who it is that I am. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to accept it, and I'm going to understand that I'm getting stronger when I'm here. Like, guys, literally now speaking to you today, it's the summer semester, right? So the food options aren't the same. Typically I would eat a healthy lunch, some regular rice, chicken, broccoli, whatever vegetable. And today, because of an event, I'm forced to have a hamburger, chicken, strips, French fries, all of these things. And I don't like to eat that stuff because it always tires me, right? It can sometimes play a part in your blood sugar, for example. It can do these things. And in the past, that would be something that would cause anxiety for me. Like, oh man, because I was so obsessed with being perfect. I'm like, no, I can't be like this. People cannot see me this way because, if they see me this way, that means I'm not perfect, right? That would be the mindset. And so I bring that up to say, but an attractive man really, and I mean attractive for a real relationship, for real love, for real connection, cannot be the man that, oh babe, I had some pizza today, that means I'm going to be moody or that. Think about it. How could that be an attractive man? Like, what does attractive even mean? Attractive. I'm attracting you. You are attractive to me. You are compelling to me. You are someone that I would want to be near. And ladies are super aware of this and perceptive of these things even more than men. So ladies can sense a man who is a phony and a man who is truly attractive internally on the inside. That's kind of inherently feminine because you guys have been gifted with that ability due to wars and things that have occurred in society with men. So you need to be the man that gets the job done. That means providing for your family. That means taking care of your wife, your girlfriend, in pursuit of becoming your wife. Whenever it is, whenever, wherever, whatever the moment is, you need to be prepared then to do that there. Because that's your job. That's our job. And so we build that internal strength by doing the things that we don't want to do, guys. I'll be honest, I absolutely love recording. I love speaking to you all. Right now, I didn't want to. Not speak to you guys, but I didn't want to record. I'm like, man, I ate this food. I feel a bit off. But those are the moments of character. Because think about it like this. There's going to be a moment when I'm with my wife, or you with your wife. And who knows, maybe you got 2 hours of sleep. But now you have a presentation to go to. And you guys are going together, right? And you play a part in it, in this presentation. And so, because, I didn't sleep well, that means what? You're going to be moody. Everything's going to go off. You're not going to do your job in it. So you're going to let her down because you didn't sleep enough? That's a child thing. In childhood, those are things that we would do. And I know because I was a child. But as men, we don't have that option. You have to do what you don't want to do when you don't want to do it. And sometimes you have to do what you want to do when you don't want to do it. Sure, maybe you want to find that suitable partner for you, but maybe you have a little cold and your voice is a little hoarse, but the person is presented to you there. Oh, I'm a little hoarse, you know what, God, maybe another day. You get me, guys? This is a serious business. It's serious, guys. And if we open this up, right, to having more of just an attractive personality, that comes from being who it is that you are. Be who you are because God has created you to be that person, not a different person. And when you are accepting of who you are, that is reciprocated out, and we perceive that as individuals, guys. It's really that simple. Do you think, for example, the President Trump, I know it's a bit of politics, right? But look at it this way. Do you believe that people would have confided in him to vote in him if they perceived that he was someone that wasn't secure within himself? That's what made him polarizing, and still does, right? The fact that, okay, this person is secure within himself, whether that be for right or for wrong, which can be both and a lot of the times, right? But the fact that you are willing to live with it resonates with us. And now we can look at you and say, wow, regardless, that's what we need in a leader. Because we, in general, as humans, may not be the best at taking decisions, especially difficult ones, or making the right one. That's why we appoint a leader. So that's super attractive. And specifically with a lady, the most attractive thing in a lady, other than, of course, being someone who is a virgin. And I know how I said that really. I know that's a bit superficial, could be seen as, but in reality, that's the most attractive thing, right? But from a personality-wise, because let's say, hey, you weren't with Christ and this occurred for you, that's still fine. You're still an amazing creation. And the same as a lady who may not have been with someone yet. The most important personality trait that a lady can have is a lady that is bubbly and a lady that is truly present, and a lady that is connected. Because I'm looking at it, right? It's a bit different because I can speak on it easily as a man because that's the experience I've had. But as a lady, right, I can't put my finger on it in the exact term as it would be for a lady, but I can tell you from my perspective, right, if a lady were to walk in this room and we were to speak, the best thing that she could have, not about being nice, the best thing, right, is that she's sweet. That you're sweet and caring and soft. Like you have this beautiful softness about you. That's the most attractive thing that you can have as a lady. Because if attraction is based off of who would be attracted to us, you have to understand that men are supposed to be hard. That's our nature. We're supposed to be hard creatures. So what's the opposite of hard? Soft. So as men, we want to be with someone who is soft, that brings that tenderness in terms of her personality, that is sweet, that is caring and endearing. Because in the world, as I'm saying, these things aren't easy battles for men. I mean, think about it. Men are in war. I mean, you know what that is to be at that level of adrenaline and, I mean, still have to fight off an enemy. It's literally your life or theirs. With a knife, you may get stabbed, and if you succeed, then you have to go back to your camp leaking, and you're dizzy, and you're throwing up, vomiting, and you make it. And then if you're not at a proper hospital, they may have to, I mean, poke you with some anesthesia. If they don't have that, they'll tie it up, give you some alcohol, and just work on it while you're there. I mean, do you understand the level of pain that is? So, yeah. Yeah. I know this video is a bit longer, is a bit more kind of a tangent. But yeah, ladies and men, it's extremely important that you incorporate these things into your life. It was just two, but those two are the most important things. And if you have those two, you're good. That's really it. If you are an internally strong man as a man, there's nothing that you cannot have or be on this planet. Nothing. And if you are a lady that is tender, that is endearing, and that is connected to God, there's nothing that you cannot have either. Absolutely nothing. So, thank you all. Please let me know if you guys would like me to make videos with a whiteboard, whatever it may be, because I'm here to serve you all. It's not about me. It's about us growing and changing this world one person at a time. Take care, guys.